Or I don't know really what to say, so I'll start talking, and then later on in the process of editing, I will make myself look fucking so clever. Oh my god. We've had 2 nights in Paris, and it's been a lot of getting settled into our accommodation, SIM cards, working out the interwebs, you know, the modern social media savvy activism electrics. Anyway, we've sorted that shit out, good, and I've found a gorgeous little market. Interesting thing about gorgeous little markets, when you get there and people are setting up, it's very real. The people are real, like they have real lives with actual stuff going on, and I guess that's the problem. Segueing beautifully here. Watch this. You can see the cogs going. Yeah, because real problems, and then climate change, which seems all big and out there, and maybe not real, or something I can't deal with. I've got shit to do today. Maybe I've got to set up a stall at this market where they're selling wonderful produce, including all sorts of seafoods and fruits and vegetables. Anyway, so we're here in Paris. Last night we get the news that the Angels are on the front of the Age newspaper in Melbourne, Australia, where we're from, and that's great, fantastic. I reckon it was half an hour later, we then get news that the police here in Paris have been raiding anarchist squats and raiding people's apartments and placing them under house arrest. They're arresting people who are organising protest-style activities during COP21. So what's happening in the wake of the terror attacks, the right wing, shall we call them, the far right, the extreme right, the hard right, the conservative right, the I'm all right Jack, if there's cops everywhere so I feel safe gang are having a little bit of a field day so far. So that's a concern. Is it a concern, or is it a worry, or is it who gives a fuck? It's just another day at the office. I mean, of course, after those attacks, the police, hard right cops, conservatives, frightened people, perhaps even people who have a stall at a market are thinking in terms of security and safety, and that's fine, but cracking down on protesters is of course transparently obvious fucking bullshit, man. I'm surprised at my eloquence at such an early hour. That's the moon. I'm looking at the moon. That's how early it is. Well, okay, it's after 7 a.m. That's not, it's winter. We've come from summer to winter. Anyway, that's not climate change though, is it? That's getting in a plane. So today, what do we get? A question which turned out to be the person wasn't being an asshole. I thought so at first, maybe because, even though it was a friend, I thought maybe because the person asked how much gasoline was used getting all of you guys to Paris, and my answer to that was, well, we're looking at the possibility of the end of the world due to climate change now, so environmental purism goes out the fucking window because we're at war. And maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's why people like us get arrested, because we use words like war and reality and science and logic, and that makes us frightening. When you walk through a place like Paris, it's a city, a lot of consumerism, lots of fashion, lots of shopping that, to be honest, I wish I could get fucking involved in that shit. Oh yeah. But instead of seeing all the sights here in Paris, we are going to be the sights, and Paris is going to be the backdrop. So, oh, I'm the coolest guy in the world. Yeah.